Simon Pagenaud is P1 at a minute 11.2862. Then Will Power at a minute 12.3184. So Pagenaud's lap already will establish a new official track record here. Ryan Hunter-Reay is currently P3, and Scott Dixon. Now, no time yet as both Viso and Tagliani left the pits late. And, Michael, that means simply that outlap has not yet been completed. They're not on their flyer, have not completed a flyer yet.
And they're going to be close to getting that third lap in. I mean, they'll be completing their final lap right when the time expires.
Yep, we watch Ryan Hunter-Reay, Alex Tagliani, the big story up to this point, as Tag is in the Firestone Fast 6 for the first time since Sonoma 2010. And Mark, he has had great sessions here today, and Alex Tagliani looking very racy in the blue and silver BHA machine that is sponsored by Barracuda.
Approaching the 2-minute mark, Pagenaud, Power, Ryan Hunter-Reay, E.J. Viso, Dixon, and Tagliani, the top 6 here in the Firestone Fast 6. We're looking at Will Power getting a big old chunk of the curbing. It upsets the balance of the race car, and Mike, he looked like he was in a sprint in a sprint car on a dirt track going through that turn.
Yeah, 14 has been the issue, or so it would seem, as we watch Ryan Hunter-Reay. Now we watch an onboard shot with Will Power, as now we are under 2 minutes remaining. And boy, Mark, I tell you what, a lot of work in that cockpit as we see those hands move all the time, it looks like, for Will Power. Pagenaud continues to hang on to P1 with the Honda Power, the HP Schmidt-Hamilton Motorsports machine. Sam Schmidt has already laid claim to the pole, his 50th in Firestone Indy Lights. Could Simon Pagenaud, Mark, give him the pole here today? It could happen. It could be a Sam Schmidt sweep of the front row in IndyCar here this weekend at Belle Isle.
Top 4 spots, in fact, in the Firestone Indy Lights, Mike, and if they're able to win that race today, that would give Sam his 50th win in the Firestone Indy Lights. Now E.J. Viso goes to P1 momentarily. Now Will Power goes to P1. So it's Power, Viso, Pagenaud, Ryan Hunter-Reay, Tags, and Scott Dixon with a minute 10. At least one more lap remaining for these drivers.
Well, we keep our eye on E.J. Viso as he makes his way now through turn number 7. So Viso will complete his lap mark, and as he does, as he gets around, he will have one more flyer, because by the time he gets to turn 13, there'll probably be somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 seconds left. So he'll be able to complete it despite the fact that the clock will expire.
Scott Dixon goes to P1 at a minute 10 to 67 flat. So it's Dixon, Power, Pagenaud, Tagliani, Viso, and Ryan Hunter-Reay.
What a session this is, and keep in mind, once again, these are used Firestone Red alternates, because everyone used stickers in round 1 and round 2. You only get 3 sets of the alternate reds for the weekend, and you've got to save one of those sets, one of the sticker sets, for use in the race. As we keep our eye on Scott Dixon, he'll come through turn number 8, and Michael Young, only 19 seconds remaining. Scott Dixon, it looks like this will probably be his final lap.
Yes, indeed. And Scott Dixon has had a couple of laps on everybody else. It's Alex Tagliani I'll be interested to see coming around, because this should be Tagliani's quick one. 70.925 is where he sits right now at a minute 925, but Will Power jumps to P1.
Yep.
Minute point 321.
And the clock has expired, so every driver that has passed beyond the time and scoring loop or is on a lap now will be able to complete it. Will Power is right now P2 as Dixon on his final lap did the trick. He has gone to P1 at a minute 10.3162. Will Power is next at a minute 10.3206. Power, though, on his final lap, and we'll keep our eye on him as Will Power in the Verizon Wireless car looking to extend the Penske streak to 6 consecutive poles now. Mark Janes and Will Power driving it now for all it's worth here on the final couple of turns.
This would be pole number 19 for Will Power. It would be pole number 18 for Scott Dixon. We'll see how it plays out.
Here he comes off of turn number 12. He'll make his way to 13 as he makes the way mark to where you will be tomorrow. Right. And this will be the number here. Let's wait and see if he'll be able to better Scott Dixon as he comes through 13 and 14. No, it looks like it will be Scott Dixon who will wind up on pole. So Honda Power will grab the pole for the Chevrolet Detroit Belle Isle Grand Prix. Scott Dixon on his final lap at a minute 10.3162 establishes a new track record here at Belle Isle and does it in a big, big way, Nick Yeoman, as Scott Dixon and Will Power fight it out here in the Firestone Fast 6, but it is Dixon who wins his first pole of 2012.